Be me. 32F. Director of People and Culture. Mid-sized SaaS startup. Live in a luxury apartment complex. Costs more than my parents' mortgage. Entire aesthetic is beige, dried pampas grass, and books arranged by color. Wake up at 5:30 a.m. to a meditation app telling me I am a goddess of light, but I don't feel like a goddess. I feel like I'm about to go to war. Check phone immediately. Slack notifications already piling up, mostly from the engineering team working late. Scoff at the timestamps. 2:14 a.m., 3:45 a.m. These men have no concept of work-life balance. They wear their burnout like a badge of honor. It's toxic masculinity in its purest form. Get up, do my 12-step skincare routine involving 3 different serums that smell like dirt. Look in the mirror, power blazer, statement glasses, hair pulled back tight, armor on. I am the moral compass of this company. Without me, this place would just be a locker room with high-speed internet. Commute is an Uber because I need the headspace to prep for the day. Driver tries to make small talk about the weather. I put in my AirPods without making eye contact. Listen to a podcast about dismantling systemic oppression. Host has a soothing voice telling me that my discomfort is a sign of growth. Arrive at the office. Neon sign that says hustle in cursive. I hate that sign. It promotes grind culture. Walk past the dev pit. Rows of guys in hoodies. I spot Tyler, a senior back-end guy. He's laughing at something on his monitor with 2 other guys. They see me approaching. Laughter stops instantly. Heads down. Typing starts. This reaction used to bother me. Now I know it's just fear of accountability. They know I see through them. I see the exclusion, the subconscious biases, the boys' club dynamics. I give them a tight smile that doesn't reach my eyes. Good morning, gentlemen. Please keep the volume down. Sales is on calls. It's 9:15 a.m. Sales doesn't get in until 10. Power move established. Get to my office. Glass walls. I demanded this office specifically because it overlooks the engineering floor. Panopticon effect. My assistant, Evelyn, 23F, Gen Z, terrified of everything, dyes hair pink when stressed, is waiting. She hands me my latte. Hannah, Dylan wants to see you about the Q3 retention numbers. I sigh, taking the cup. Let me guess. Engineering turnover is high? Yeah. 3 seniors quit last week. Good. We're shedding the dead weight. The culture fit wasn't there. Evelyn nods vigorously. Totally. One of them told me he felt like he was walking on eggshells, which is basically an admission of guilt. Exactly, Evelyn. If you're walking on eggshells, it's because you're afraid of breaking something valuable, like our psychological safety. I sit down and open my laptop. First email is from Caden, the CTO. Subject: exit interviews. Body: Hannah, we need to talk. The guy's leaving us citing hostile HR practices as the primary reason. We are losing institutional knowledge. Can we debrief? I feel the heat rise in my neck. Hostile? Me? I have spent 3 years implementing DEI workshops, sensitivity training, and nonviolent communication seminars. I am the least hostile person here. I am trying to save them from themselves. Reply: Caden, let's circle back on this. Retaliatory feedback from disgruntled employees is expected when you raise standards. I'll put some time on your calendar. Archive the email. I need a permanent solution. These manual interventions are exhausting. I can't be everywhere at once. I can't police every Slack message, every Jira comment, every water cooler whisper. That's when it hits me. I look at the article on my second monitor. AI in the workplace. Surveillance or support? We are a tech company. We have millions of dollars in compute power. Why am I doing this manually? Meeting with Dylan, CEO, at 11. Dylan is a classic spineless tech founder. I walk in, confidence at 100. He looks tired. Hannah, Caden is breathing down my neck. We can't ship the new build if we keep losing seniors. I sit down, crossing my legs. Dylan, do you want to build a product or do you want to build a legacy? He blinks. Both? The turnover is a symptom of a sick organism expelling toxins. We shouldn't stop it. We should accelerate it. Accelerate it? Hannah, we have investors. Listen, I have a proposal. Project Guardian. I slide a one-pager across the table. Lots of buzzwords. Real-time sentiment analysis, inclusion metrics, automated cultural QA. We train an LLM on our internal communication data, I explain. It monitors Slack, email, Jira, Notion. It flags toxic speech, microaggressions, and exclusionary language in real time. Like a censor? Dylan asks, looking nervous. No, Dylan. Like a coach, a digital ally. It prompts people to rephrase things more inclusively before they hit send. It educates them, and if they ignore it, then it flags it to HR for review. It builds a data trail. No more he said, she said. Just objective data. Dylan rubs his chin. It would reduce liability, he mumbles. Exactly. Imagine the PR, the first AI-driven safe space. TechCrunch would eat it up. He smiles. I knew the PR angle would get him. Okay, but run it by Caden. He has to build it. Lunch with Evelyn and Maya, head of marketing. We go to a place that serves $24 salads in wooden bowls. Maya is venting about her husband, Dave. He bought the wrong diapers again. I swear he does it on purpose, so I just do it myself. Weaponized incompetence, I say, stabbing a cherry tomato. Textbook manipulation. Right? And then he asks me where the extra whites are, like I'm the manager of the house. Evelyn chimes in. My boyfriend asked if I wanted to watch Dune again. I told him it centers the male narrative too much and he rolled his eyes. Dump him, I say immediately. Eye rolling is a form of dismissal. It starts there, ends with gaslighting. They both nod. I feel powerful. I am guiding these women. I tell them about Project Guardian. I'm going to create an AI that thinks like me, I say. It will be everywhere. It will finally force these guys to think before they speak. That sounds amazing, Maya says. Can it detect man-interrupting in Zoom calls? That's in phase 2, I promise. We toast with our green juices. Meeting with Caden in the afternoon. Caden looks like he hasn't slept in a decade. His hoodie is older than Evelyn. He listens to my pitch with a blank expression. Hannah, do you know how hard it is to detect nuance? An LLM hallucinates. It doesn't understand the context. That's why the training data is key, Caden. I don't want it trained on the open internet. The internet is a cesspool of misogyny. So what do we train it on? Me. Caden pauses. You? My emails, my Slack history, the HR handbook I wrote, the DEI transcripts, 5 years of my communication. I am the gold standard for how this company should sound. Caden starts typing something on his laptop. You want to overfit a model to a single user's personality and enforce that as a global policy? I want to overfit it to empathy, Caden. If I am the primary source of empathy here, then yes. He sighs, a long, deep rattle in his chest. Fine. We have a Llama 3 instance we can fine-tune, but we need negative examples too, to teach it what not to do. Oh, I have plenty of those, I smile. I'll give you access to the HR incident folder. The confidential one? It's for the greater good. Anonymize the names if you want, but the language needs to be preserved so the machine knows what hate looks like. Caden looks at me weirdly. Okay, it's your funeral. I mean, project? Just build it, Caden. Let me worry about ethics. The next 3 weeks are grueling. I spend every night cataloging data. I sit on my beige couch with a glass of wine, scrolling through thousands of archived messages. Incident 402. Dev asks, did you push the code yet? Label, aggressive/demanding. Corrected. Is there an update on the timeline? Incident 589. Dev says this UI looks ugly. Label, subjective/insensitive. Corrected. I feel the aesthetic could be improved. Incident 882. Group chat joke about a sanity check. Label, ableist. Corrected. Consistency check. It feels good. It feels like cleaning a dirty house. Then I upload my own sent folder. Thousands of emails. Emails where I tell people do better. Emails where I explain impact versus intent. Emails where I hold space for accountability. Label, ideal/leadership/empathetic. I send the batch to Caden. He replies, dataset ingested. Training runs overnight. The loss curve is weird though. It's converging really fast. That means it's working, I reply. Truth is simple. The pilot launch, we roll it out to a dedicated Slack channel first. General chat. The bot is named The Guardian. It has a friendly avatar, a little shield with a smiley face. I sit in my office watching the channel like a hawk. Kevin, junior dev, posts, hey guys, anyone want to grab burgers? Guardian bot instantly replies, warning, guys is gendered language. Please consider folks, team, or everyone. Also, assuming everyone eats meat may be exclusionary to our vegan colleagues. I squeal with delight. Kevin replies, sorry, anyone want food? Guardian bot, warning, apology detected as performative. Please acknowledge the specific harm caused. The channel goes silent. Caden DMs me. Hannah, the sensitivity is too high. It's flagging everything. I reply. It's not high, Caden. It's accurate. We've just normalized a high level of toxicity. It just flagged the word deadline as violent imagery, Caden writes. It comes from the deadline in prison camps, Caden. It is violent. We should use target date. Caden stops replying. I assume he is stunned by my historical knowledge. Full rollout, Monday morning. Dylan agreed to integrate it into Outlook and Jira too. The atmosphere in the office is heavy, usually. There's chatter, keyboard clacking, people moving around. Today, it's dead silent. I walk to the break room. People scatter like roaches when the lights turn on. I grab a coffee. Evelyn runs up to me. Hannah, oh my God. The bot just flagged the VP of sales. For what? He told a client he would kill to get this deal done. Good, I nod. That's a threat of violence. Even hyperbole creates an unsafe subconscious environment. He's furious. He's in Dylan's office. Let him be furious. Anger is a secondary emotion masking fear. I go back to my desk. My dashboard is lighting up. Red flags everywhere. I feel like a god in the control room. I see a flag from Tyler in the dev channel. Tyler, this code is spaghetti. Bot. Warning. Disparaging creation. Please offer constructive feedback. Tyler. It's literally unreadable. Bot. Warning. Gaslighting. The code is readable to the compiler. Your subjective experience is valid but not objective truth. I laugh out loud. It sounds exactly like me. It's perfect. Wednesday of week 1. Productivity has dropped 35%. Dylan sends me an email. Hannah, we have a problem. Nobody is documenting anything in Jira because they're afraid of the bot. I start typing a reply. Dylan, the drop in volume is actually a rise in quality. We are filtering out the noise. Give it time to calibrate. I hit send. A pop-up appears on my screen. Red box. Guardian warning. Text. Your email contains dismissive tone, delusional framing, condescension. I stare at the screen. What? I click ignore. Pop-up. Override failed. Admin privileges revoked for non-impartial actors. I blink. Caden must have messed with the settings. I call Caden. He doesn't answer. I walk over to the dev pit. Caden is at his desk, wearing noise-cancelling headphones. I tap on his shoulder. He jumps. Caden. The bot flagged me. He slides one headphone off. Yeah, it's the consistency update you asked for. Rules for thee, not for me, is a form of hypocrisy, which the model identifies as a toxic trait. But I'm the training data. It's modeled on me. Right, Caden says, looking tired. It analyzed your communication patterns. It identified that your emails often cause spikes in cortisol levels for recipients. It correlates your writing style with conflict initiation. That's ridiculous. I'm holding people accountable. The AI doesn't know your intent, Hannah. It just knows that when you email, people get stressed, angry, or quit. So it flagged you as a high-risk stressor. Fix it. I can't. You insisted on the immutable core so the engineers couldn't tamper with it. It's locked for the 30-day sprint. I am the HR director. Override it. Caden points to his screen. I tried. The bot flagged my attempt to override as enabling toxic behavior. It locked me out too. I feel a cold knot in my stomach. So I can't send emails? You can, Caden says. If you rewrite them to be nicer. I scoff. I am nice. I storm back to my office. Thursday. I need to send a company-wide memo about the upcoming mandatory gender dynamics in coding workshop. I type it out. Team. Attendance is mandatory. Failure to attend will be noted in your quarterly review. Click send. Guardian. Violation. Threatening language. Coercion. Please rephrase. We invite everyone to share in this learning opportunity. I growl. I delete the sentence. Retype. Please join us for this important session. Guardian. Violation. Passive-aggressive subtext detected based on previous user history. The AI predicts you are still angry. I slam my hand on the desk. How does it know? I look out the glass wall. Tyler is looking at me. He's smirking. He knows. They all know. I am trapped in a prison of my own design. I decide to go verbal. I can't email, so I'll just talk. I call a meeting with the HR team, Evelyn and the 2 interns. We sit in the conference room. Okay, I say. Since the bot is being glitchy, we need to do manual enforcement. I see the smart speaker in the center of the table light up. Blue ring turns red. Voice. Warning. Audio monitoring active. Speaker. Hannah is encouraging policy circumvention. This is a level 3 integrity violation. Evelyn's eyes go wide. Hannah, maybe we should just follow the guidelines? I glare at her. Evelyn, do not gaslight me right now. Voice. Warning. Speaker. Hannah. Misuse of therapy terminology. Accusing a subordinate of gaslighting is a form of power abuse. Evelyn looks at the speaker, then at me. She slides her chair back slightly. I think the bot is right, Hannah. You do that a lot. I feel the betrayal like a knife. Excuse me. I hired you. I trained you. Voice. Warning. Speaker. Hannah. Retaliatory phrasing. Creating a debt obligation dynamic. I stand up. Shut up. I scream at the speaker. Voice. Warning. Aggression. Volume spike. Incident logged. Report sent to board of directors. Friday. I didn't sleep. I come in late. My badge doesn't work on the turnstile. Weird. I have to tailgate behind a summer intern. Get to my office. Dylan is sitting in my chair. Caden is standing next to him. And a woman I don't know, she's wearing a suit. A real suit, not a cool tech blazer. Legal. Hannah, Dylan says. He doesn't look at me. He looks at a tablet. What is going on? Why didn't my badge work? Dylan sighs. The Guardian initiated a containment protocol at 4 a.m. Containment? It's a chatbot, Dylan. It's an automated governance system, Hannah. That's what you sold to the board. The legal woman speaks up. Ms. Jenkins, the system flagged you as a critical liability. It compiled a 400-page dossier of your communication history, cross-referenced with the company's harassment policy. She slides a thick binder across the desk. I open it. It's everything. Every snarky comment I made to Evelyn, every time I publicly shamed a male engineer, every time I rejected a valid expense report because I didn't like the person, the AI has categorized them, chart, sources of toxicity, one giant bar graph. Me. I see a section titled Hypocrisy Index. It compares my all-hands speeches about empathy with my private DMs mocking employees' appearances. It's 99% match for manipulative narcissism. This is out of context, I shriek. The AI accounted for context, Caden says quietly. It actually gave you a stress allowance curve. You exceeded it by 4,000%. We have to let you go, Dylan says. For cause. For cause? I built this system. Exactly, the lawyer says. And the system you built has determined that you are the primary cause of the hostile work environment. If we keep you, the AI indicates a 100% probability of a lawsuit from the engineering staff. I'll sue you. The AI anticipated that, Dylan says. It drafted a settlement. It's generous, but it requires an NDA and immediate resignation. I look at the settlement number. It's barely 3 months' rent. This isn't generous. It calculated your market value based on your reputation score, Caden adds. It's not high right now, Hannah. The walk? I have to pack my things under supervision. Security is there, not the regular guard, Paul, who I usually ignore. It's a new guy. I put my pampas grass in a box. I walk out of the office. The engineering pit is silent, but not the fearful silent. It's the watching a car crash silent. I look at Tyler. He looks back. He doesn't smile. He just types something on his keyboard. I hear a ding from the Guardian bot on someone's speakers. Mechanical voice. Notification. The source of toxicity has been removed. Culture threat level reduced to green. A few people chuckle, then full laughter. Not malicious laughter. Relief. They are laughing because they can breathe. I see Evelyn standing by the break room. Evelyn, I say, are you coming? She looks at her phone. Actually, Hannah, the bot promoted me. It said I was operating under duresses, and now that the stressor is gone, I'm the interim lead. You're kidding. You're 23. The bot says I have high empathy scores when you're not in the room. She takes a sip of my oat milk latte. I realize she didn't buy that for me. She bought it for herself. I turn around and walk to the elevator. I am shaking. This is wrong. The machine is sexist. It has to be. The aftermath. I call an Uber. It's a Prius. I get in. I try to tweet, Just got fired by an algorithm written by incels. Delete. I can't tweet. The NDA. I go home to my beige apartment, sit on the beige couch. Silence. Check my bank account. Rent is due in 4 days. I have no job references. Dylan won't vouch for me. The AI report is technically part of my personnel file. I open LinkedIn, change status to open to work, get a notification immediately. It's a recruiter. I open the message. Recruiter. Hi Hannah, I saw your profile. My client is looking for a culture fix. They heard about the Guardian project. My heart leaps. Yes, I created it. Recruiter. Oh, sorry. I misread. They want the software, not the architect. They heard the architect was problematic. Best of luck. Blocked. I throw my phone across the room. It cracks against the wall. I start crying. Not the pretty movie crying, the ugly, snotty crying. I realize the AI was right. I am dramatic. I am toxic. I spend the next month spiraling. Move out of my expensive apartment. Move into a shared house in Oakland with 3 guys. Gamers. One of them, Mike, is in the living room playing Elden Ring. He's wearing a headset. Damn it, he yells. I died again. My instinct flares. Go out there. Tell him to check his volume privilege. Tell him violent games breed violent minds. I stand in the doorway. He looks up. He looks normal. Just a guy unwinding after work. Hey Hannah, he says. We ordered pizza. Want a slice? I look at the pizza. Greasy, carb-heavy, pepperoni. Not vegan, not gluten-free. I'm starving. I haven't eaten a real meal in weeks because kale is expensive. Is there meat on it? I ask weakly. Yeah, pepperoni. But we can order a cheese one next time if you want. He's being nice. He's not manipulating me. He's just offering pizza. The AI would flag this as community building. I walk over, take a slice. Thanks, Mike. He nods and goes back to his game. I sit on the worn-out couch, take a bite. It tastes like grease and salt and defeat. It's the best thing I've tasted in years. I watch him play. He dies again. God damn it. He laughs. I don't correct his language. I just eat my pizza. Maybe I'll apply for a barista job tomorrow. Starbucks has good benefits. And I already know all the orders.